Ito ay isang larawan nakuha sa loob ng Kuala Lumpur Airport, Malaysia, kung saan makikita ang dating mayor ng Bamban, Tarlac na si Mayor Alice Guo na may kausap siyang isang babae habang sila ay naghihintay ng kanilang flight sakay ng Jetstar Asia Airway Flight 686.
Nakaabang na ang mga tauhan ng Bureau of Immigration, PNP, SWAT at NBI sa Ninoy Aquino International Airport Unaiya Terminal 1 para sa pagdating ng grupo ni suspended Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo mula sa Jakarta, Indonesia. Kasama sa mga pasahero dito ay sina Sheila Guo, kapatid ni former Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo na nameke ng Philippine passport, at si Cassandra Leong, isa sa mga incorporator ng Lucky South 99, ang Pogo, na iniimbestigahan sa Porac, Pampanga. Ang dalawa ay kabilang sa pinaghahanap ng Kamara at Senado. Nahuli sina Sheila Guo at Cassandra Leong sa Mega Mall Batam Sintre, isang mall sa Indonesia noong August 20. Nang makwelyuhan ng Indonesian Immigration ng dalawa, hindi kasama si Alice Guo at pinaniniwalaang ito'y nakapuslit. Narito ang buong detalye. Ngunit bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang i-like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates and for more upcoming videos. Maraming salamat!
Secretary, how did it go down? Kailan niyo po nalaman na nasa kamay na po ng mga otoridad sa Indonesia itong si Sheila Guo at si Cassandra Ong?
Well, kagabi lang po, no, I was informed by Chief Marbil yesterday that ito nga si Sheila Guo and Cassandra Lee is already under the custody, no? Ito yung nangyari because of our PNP police attaché in Indonesia.
Okay, but where is have they been able to question these women about the whereabouts of Alice Guo?
Well, I'm very sure, Carmina, they were questioned about this, and if ever there are operations in trying to find Alice Guo, if she is in Indonesia.
Why do you say if she is in Indonesia? What is the possibility that she's no longer there?
Well, number one, what is important here is to get all records, whatever available there is in the Philippines. When did she really leave or left for abroad? And number two, in close coordination with our police attaché, with other embassies, within ASEAN, other countries, to know if indeed there is a record of Alice Guo in their country. And from there to proceed with the investigation. In this case, no, ang nangyari rito, nakita nila itong dalawa, so they were questioned, they were detained. And I think they're now on their way to the Philippines.
They're now on their way to the Philippines. So by end of day, Alice Guo's sister Sheila Guo and Cassandra Leong will be here in Manila. Can you confirm that, Secretary?
Well, that is what it was relayed to me, yes.
Okay, and why are they being, what is the legal basis for them to be sent back? Just so everything is clear, Secretary.
Well, I'm not so clear yet about these things, no, but it is what was relayed to me. This is in pursuance, of course, to effect the arrest of Alice Guo.
Meron pa ho bang ibang detalye na ibinigay itong si Sheila Guo at Cassandra Ong?
I'm sorry, Carmina, pero yun lang po ang ibinigay sa akin kagabi na talagang hinahanap nila si Alice Guo. And of course, nakita nila yung mga kasama, so they were questioned, they were detained, and right now they're coming back to the Philippines.
And if the information that you received is that by end of day, Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong will be back here in Manila, where will they be detained? Ano pong mangyayari sa kanila?
Well, it will be a process, Carmina. No? It will be a process in accordance with law. But what is important here, ang pinakamahalaga rito talaga is mahanap si Alice Guo.
We found a connection between Alice Guo and Cassandra Leong. A definite connection that was found by our people.
Tapos sir,
which means that Bamban and Porac are closely related. And remember that despite all the denials of former Secretary Roque, it appears that they're really intimately related.
Sir, yung latest information
Well, the news is there in Indonesia, and we have verified reports already on this matter. But our people are working on this matter right now.
Sir, kinonfirm po ni Secretary Abalos na hawak na daw po sa Indonesia dalawang babae nakasama ni Alice Guo, possibly Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong.
Yes, that's true.
Sir, gaano ka-importante po ito dun sa...
Yun nga, the connection is there. It proves the connection between Bamban and Porac. The Bamban and Porac operations.
So yung cancellation of passport, ano po ba ang magiging procedure doon, sir?
Ano yan eh? We cannot cancel, kasi wala naman summary cancellation of passports. We cannot summarily cancel a passport because it is a document vested with rights. No? Now, it was not found advisable also to treat it summarily, because if the passports are cancelled immediately, then how can you make them travel back to the country? You will have to issue a travel document which should be an admission that they are Filipino citizens. So it's something that's a little tricky. That's why we decided, to our best judgment, we just follow the law on the cancellation of passports, which we'll do later.
Sir, pauuwiin itong Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong, ganun po ba yung mangyayari?
Yes. Because they're passport holders where we have a suspicion that these were fraudulently obtained or obtained through fraudulent means, then we have reason to make them go back.
So parang yun po yung legal basis ng pagpapauwi.
And actually, I have to check that out with immigration, what basis they use. But I would say that is a connection that's very important.
Sir, na-report na rin ba sila sa Interpol?
That's as far as I know, it's the DFA that reported these passport holders in the Interpol.
Yung pagpapabalik po kay Alice Guo, ano po yung parang magiging pinaka-legal basis po doon?
Yun nga, kaya nga I said that I have to check out things because I will be in consultation with the immigration people at 1:30 later.
Sir, sinabi ni President Marcos that heads will roll dun sa mga agencies na
Yes.
So far, sir, ano yung balak nating investigation na gawin doon?
We just have to wait for the process to roll. We cannot answer these things as if they happen every day. Hintayin natin yung proseso.
Sir, alam na ba natin kung paano talaga, sir, nakaalis ng Pilipinas?
Yun nga yung tinitingnan pa natin. Kasi, definitely, kaya sila nahuli, ginamit nila yung Philippine passport sila paglabas nila. Kaya sila nahuli.
Yeah, well, you know what I know, that they were intercepted in various places, Singapore and Indonesia. We are now, of course, in coordination with the Indonesian government and the agencies, arranging for them to be siguro within a day or two. Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Carmina. Good afternoon to our televiewers.
How much do you welcome this latest development? Alice, the sister of Alice Guo, Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong, apprehended in Indonesia. And we were just talking to Secretary Abalos. He says that he has information that points to the two being back here in Manila by end of day. Senator.
Well, Carmina, it goes to show that the world is becoming smaller and the long arm of the law will eventually catch up with them. This is a temporary setback for the country, and I believe that eventually all of the Guo members of the Guo family will be apprehended. Sheila has an outstanding order of arrest here in the Senate. So as soon as she arrives here in the Philippines, because I believe that her Philippine passport got canceled, therefore she will be deported by the Indonesian government. But as soon as she arrives here in the Philippines, the Senate will take custody of her.
When did you know that they were actually apprehended in Indonesia? Did you know before the Secretary knew it?
Well, we have some information, but it wasn't validated. Some of the agencies were giving us information. However, it's good that the Secretary made it official at this point, and The Senate is very grateful to the PNP, the enforcement agencies, because now we can pursue truth, and Sheila is a key figure in the Guo family businesses.
Still, Senator, people are asking, why did it have to happen? I mean, even the president is dumbfounded that the escape happened. Was there an HDO? Was there a lookout bulletin ordered? Was the warrant of arrest enough to apprehend Alice Guo upon sight? What should have happened there, Senator?
Unfortunately, all of these cases take time, Carmina, and that's why there's no official court order to issue a whole departure order. There's a lookout bulletin, but the lookout bulletin basically just tells us that this person is at the airport and there's an attempt to leave the Philippines. But there's no legal basis for the Bureau of Immigration to hold any of these individuals. And because the cases take time. And that's why the immediate action, in which we appreciate and thank the president, was to cancel their passport so that their travel and their movement will be limited. And eventually, the Bureau of Immigration of those countries will have a basis for deporting these individuals because they can no longer travel around the region.
You know, for several times now, we've been able to speak with the lawyer of Alice Guo, attorney Stephen David. First of all, he says that he believes that the client is still here because he just believes his client. But he mentioned something that's quite curious. He said that if his client had told him that she was actually outside of the country already, then they're going to prepare for that and maybe seek political asylum. What's your thought on that?
Well, there's no basis for Alice Guo to seek political asylum because he's not being politically prosecuted and persecuted here in the Philippines. There's no such, no? She's being prosecuted because of the crimes that she committed, because she was a central figure in the human trafficking, the prostitution, as well as scamming activities here in the Philippines. So there's no such thing as political persecution or prosecution here in the Philippines happening. So that application will be instantly thrown out. On top of that, Carmina, we also requested the CAAP because there's a missing link between how Alice Guo or Guo Huaping flew to Malaysia or Indonesia. So the Senate requested from the CAAP all flights, all private flights, all chartered flights from the Philippines going to Indonesia or Malaysia, so that we will also look at the mode of transportation that Alice Guo engaged in when she left the Philippines.
Is it enough for you to hear from the Bureau of Immigration, Senator, that obviously Alice Guo left the country illegally, and therefore sort of, you know, washing their hands off of this matter because it wasn't through the legal channels that the dismissed mayor left the country? Is that enough for you? Is that enough of a reasoning?
There's no basis to that, Carmina, definitely. And no one knows how Alice Guo left the country. And that's why we're now asking government agencies to supply us with information. There's a theory that she probably took chartered flights, but even if Alice Guo took chartered flights, they need to file for flight clearance and declare who are the passengers in that particular flight, and Bureau of Immigration will also come and document those passengers who are leaving the Philippines. So either way, the Bureau of Immigration will play a role in the departure of Alice Guo.
Senator Gatchalian, with your indulgence, we're now showing our viewers pictures from Indonesia, showing Indonesian authorities accompanying Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong to the airport, presumably for their deportation. This is coming from the tweet of our correspondent Zian Ambrosio. This also sort of corroborates what Secretary Abalos told us a while ago, that that they are on their way back, and that by end of day, Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong will be back here in the Philippines. And another piece of information there coming from our guest currently, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, that after processing, Sheila Guo will be sent directly to the Senate, Senator?
That is the plan. I've already talked to the Senate Secretary and already alerted him about this deportation. And since the Senate has an outstanding arrest order over Sheila Guo, Sheila Guo should be detained here in the Senate by the end of the day.
All right, we're going to have to leave it at that. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian there joining us live.